The advice and opinions expressed by Dr. Granpeesheh and her guests are meant solely as suggestion and should not be in any way construed as child-specific advice.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. If I have a diagnosis in 2017 and we never went back to get a second opinion, we took the doctor's word. Now he's 5 years old. Would you recommend getting another diagnosis if the symptoms are getting better or worse, or is the diagnosis a firm answer?
No, I love that question. Thank you.
And they did the ADOS test. It took 2 days and 3 hours. He's
insane.
currently diagnosed with ADHD. And then they wanted to know, somebody else said, is the ADOS the ideal test for autism?
It is. It's the gold standard test, I have to say, but it's insanely long and tedious. Okay, so yes, if it was me, and I know it's hard for parents, but the reason to get a diagnosis at that point, like it's 5 years later, or I would get a diagnosis every few years simply because if your child still has these symptoms, you want to be able to intervene. You want to be able to help your child get over or overcompensate for or learn how to cope with or just learn how to overcome some of these issues that will arise from these symptoms so that they have an easier life. Let's just put it that way, so that they can do better in life and it's easier for them. So therefore, without the diagnosis, you're not going to get the intervention. So getting the diagnosis matters only if you are then willing to actually follow up and look at it as specific as special tutoring. It's kind of like if my child's in 4th grade and they're struggling with math, I can either ignore it and say to myself, you know what, as soon as they hit middle school, I'm going to change them to an arts and crafts school and math won't matter. Or I'm going to say, I need a math tutor because my child's going to struggle with math forever. Mm-hmm. So it's one or the other. And in order to get that math tutor, you need to identify that there's a problem with math, which would be getting the diagnosis again.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We hope to see you there.